Oh, advertisements, go away. Let me put some Hollow Knight soundtrack on. And it's looking like we are live, which is good. There we go. I can just get the last bits of this set up. We can get started any moment. Let me do my little tweets and things that say we're going live. Then we can just hang out for a bit while we wait for this to get started. You can have a nice little chill with chat. Hey Tara, how you doing? Ooh, the BT says a local trans girl broke the 32 fear world record in Hades 2 a week ago. She lost it, but it was awesome. Heck yeah! Tara, tomorrow is the thing indeed. Tomorrow is the Accessibility Summer Showcase. It'll be about an hour and a half earlier than now, but tomorrow. So that's what, like 22 and a half hours away? I don't have a BSL version of it yet, but I allegedly will. What time are we at now? 5:30, 6. 17 hours from now? So, it's fine. 5 hours is definitely not cutting it too close to receive the final version of the showcase and get it ready for posting. Hey, Rule Spider, happy Pride Month indeed. Hey, Artist Synth. How long will the collective be? I have no idea. How long was it? How long was it last year? Let's find out. This is like individual trailers. I feel like it was a couple of hours. I feel like it was kind of lengthy. Okay, Black Voices in Gaming. Let me have a look. We could, like, add up the lengths of each of these, but, like, that seems like effort. Oh, collective 3. That's a Guerrilla Collective 1 there. Do we look at live? Is that where we can see it? Games for Games, Bit Summit. Guerrilla Collective, it was 3 hours 10 minutes. Okay, I don't know if the whole of that was runtime, but it was like 3 hours. Now, fear not, I'm going to be keeping the Accessibility Summer Showcase to a tight 45 minutes tomorrow, plus however long we end up streaming demos from the games here on Twitch. Yeah, the Accessibility Summer Showcase stream is tomorrow, 4 PM UK, 11 AM Eastern, 8 AM Pacific. It'll be live on Twitch. It'll be on YouTube as a premiere for either the regular version, the American Sign Language, British Sign Language, I'm still waiting for that to arrive, but it'll happen, or audio-described versions, they'll all be on YouTube at the same time. 22 hours, 27 minutes, hell yeah, yes. Yes, I'm not quite the first showcase of Summer Games Fest season. Guerrilla Collective have beaten me to the punch. I still think my placement is good. I'm second chronologically and first alphabetically, so I'm either first or second no matter which way you organise the, like, schedule for Summer Games Fest events. So, like, I'm near the top anyway, and I'm on the day that everyone's aware Summer Games Fest happens. They're like, oh, when's Summer Games Fest? Oh, it's not for a few hours, but the AA showcase is here, I'll watch that. I think I got a good time slot. Not that you're counting it down or anything, exactly. So yeah, we are about to hit all of the gaming showcases, all kicking off. There is this today. I'm the first one tomorrow with the AA showcase. Yeah, 4 p.m. London will be 5 p.m. for you. Yeah, okay. Yes, so here's how tomorrow goes. And I'm talking in like UK time zones, but like you can kind of adapt it. 4 p.m. UK, first thing of the day, the Accessibility Summer Showcase. That'll be going for about 45 minutes. I'll probably for about an hour, maybe an hour and a quarter, be doing live streams afterwards over here on Twitch of various demos that show for games that were in the showcase, so you can see gameplay of them in real time and I can answer questions about them. Then at 6 p.m. UK, IGN Live is starting. 10 p.m. UK, Summer Games Fest is kicking off. Midnight UK, Day of the Devs. 1 a.m. UK, Devolver is happening. 2 a.m. UK, Atlas is doing a thing. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow is like the busy fucking day, and I'm glad that I'm the first thing tomorrow because people are going to be exhausted by the end of it. Saturday, 4 p.m. UK, Future of Play. 5 p.m. UK, Wholesome Games Showcase. 6 p.m. UK, Latin American Games Showcase. 7:30 p.m. UK, the Women-led Showcase. 8 p.m. UK, Future Games. Sunday, 6 p.m. UK, Xbox and Call of Duty. 9 p.m. UK, PC Gaming Show. Monday, the only thing is Ubisoft, which, yeah, there are abuse problems. Tuesday, 4 p.m. UK, is Dragon Age The Veilguard is getting its 15-minute gameplay reveal. Friday of the following week, Yotco Games is doing a thing. But that's the gist of it. There's a shit ton of gaming showcases happening, and I am the second one happening, so hopefully I'm getting in before everyone is burned out on game information. Hey, Johnny Desu. Yeah, I can mention a couple of things about the AA showcase, which are kind of neat. There's a game called Fishbowl, whose devs today mentioned that they're going to be in the Accessibility Summer Showcase. I'm very excited for people to see Fishbowl. I mentioned on Control-Alt-Access, Fishbowl is a game I did some accessibility consulting for, and a bunch of the things I talked to them about implementing accessibility-wise, they talk about in their AA Showcase trailer, like, hey, they're not implemented yet, but these are things we're working on, and I'm like, those are things I suggested you work on, hell yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to do a prediction stream for Guerrilla Collective, because, like, if we were predicting, like, a particular publisher's showcase, it's easy to go, like, okay, what do we expect, what does this publisher do, but because this is such a scattershot indie thing, like, it would be picking needles out of a haystack to try and guess what's going to show up at Guerrilla Collective, but I do think we will probably end up playing Is That a Stardew, our favourite game here to play when doing reaction streams to video game press conferences. Raw Spider says, quick note from a Steam Deck owner that uses it a lot. One thing I would like indie devs to say in their bits of communication is, yes, we've tested our game on the deck when they did. Sometimes they do it, but you have to get on your deck to see it on Steam Deck Verified. So, I don't know how much I can say. I know why devs don't do it. I know why devs don't talk about Steam Deck compatibility in pre-release marketing. I don't know if I can tell you why they don't. But devs are aware of the desire for that information. And while I can't give you that information directly, like, I can't during the AA showcase tomorrow say, this game is Steam Deck verified. Some of those games in the showcase tomorrow will have demos, and I will be doing all of my demos tomorrow using a Steam Deck as my machine that's running the demos. So you will be able to intuit from demos, oh, that demo is running well on Steam Deck, therefore I can get excited to play this game on Steam Deck, probably. No, I get you. I get the annoyance. Again, I don't know how much I can say, and therefore I'm going to err on the side of caution and not say. But there is reasoning why devs don't, like, in pre-launch material, advertise games as Steam Deck playable / verified / whatever. My understanding is there is a reason they don't. Frisnelli, look, I'm not going to confirm nor deny, but I will read Frisnelli's comment, which is it a legal/liability thing, e.g. with speaking for Valve standards? I could neither confirm nor deny that, but I will say that is a smart, educated guess that someone could make. I think that's a very reasonable, educated guess someone could make. I obviously couldn't tell you whether it's right or wrong, but, like, I think making an educated guess along those lines wouldn't be an unreasonable educated guess to make. What kind of games will be showcased? What, during the Guerrilla Collective today? Indie stuff. The Guerrilla Collective tends to be, like, indie stuff of a certain, like, mid-tier budget indie. The Guerrilla Collective run a lot of, like, other showcases that are, like, the Black Voices in Gaming, like, various other, like, sub-showcases that focus on specific minority groups and highlighting games that those communities have made. And as a result, you will tend to see stuff in the Guerrilla Collective showcase that kind of overlaps, because games that are going to be in some of those other showcases, maybe in more depth, will probably show up in a short trailer here. So you'll get some degree of, like, diversity in the games, the indie games shown in the Guerrilla Collective one today, just because, like, you can probably look at some of these trailers today and go, cool, that's probably going to get shown in more depth in the female-led games showcase, or the Latin voices in gaming showcase, or the Black voice in gaming showcase. Like, you can get a feel for some of the things that'll probably show up in other showcases by what shows up in Guerrilla Collective. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm tired. I'll be honest, I'm tired. It's the 2 weeks running up to the AA showcase happening are exhausting, but every time I get to this point, like the calm before the storm, and it'll happen, and like 2 hours of my day will happen, and the showcase and the little afterward demo stream will happen, and I'll go, you know what? Totally worth it, let's do it again. Maybe even do it twice in 2024. Wonder what that could mean. Yeah. Do it again next week. Look, I'll say this, if you were to look on my Twitter, you might see me poking a bit of a jab, because an article published the prices that Jeff Keighley charges for having a trailer in Summer Games Fest or the Game Awards, and I might have gone, the AA showcase doesn't charge you if your game has accessible stuff going on, and then I might have teased that maybe there's going to be a accessibility winter showcase on December 12th, the same day as the Game Awards. Maybe. Like, I might this year be... Look, I talk about it more in the showcase tomorrow. I give slightly more specifics. But I might be planning... I don't know if this will be every year, but I might be planning to do 2 AA showcases this year and see if that is sustainable. There's a logo you can see if you go and look at my Twitter. You can maybe see a logo for the Winter Showcase. Well, look, December 12th just so happens to be the same day as the Game Awards, and what if, once again, like 4 hours before the Game Awards, I just happen to pop up and show off some cool accessible games, where the devs don't have to pay $250,000 for a 1-minute fucking trailer slot. Just spitballing. Okay, in theory, this starts in like 15 minutes. We'll see what happens. Yeah, look, I talk about this a little in the showcase tomorrow. I'm gonna try this thing this one year, and we'll see if emotionally and physically and financially it is sustainable to do so, because exhaustion and workload and money are questions about doubling up the rate at which the AA showcase happens, but we'll cross those bridges when we come to them. But yeah, how is everyone doing today? I, in my local corner shop, found a blue drink in a glass bottle shaped like a grenade, where I had to take the top off like pulling the pin off a grenade. So that was an interesting thing. One sec, I gotta message my mother something about video games. My mum's asking me about video game stuff I worked on, and I'm telling her, like, here's about the showcase, and here's what I've been up to. Giving my mum little life updates about my video game work, as I occasionally do. Oh, it's just fizzy pop, it's not anything alcoholic, it's just a weird blue grenade of liquid that I found today, and was fast. I haven't tried the taste. I took the top off and then was like, I'm gonna save it for stream. And then I'm now messaging my mother and therefore not trying it yet. Let's... Ooh, it's quite a sharp smell. Like, I suspect it's gonna be not hugely, but like a little tiny bit sour. Yeah, not a lot, but it's like blue raspberry, like a sour gummy sweet that was blue raspberry, but has just like a little bit of the sour coating on. Like, less than a gummy sweet would have, just like... Maybe it was a mixed bag, and some of the ones in the bag had sour coating on and some didn't. And this one wasn't supposed to have sour coating, but like some of the sour coating off a different sweet got onto it. Is it Primey? I assume that means like the energy drink Prime. I don't know, I've never had Prime. Yes, my mum regularly will ask, like, for updates on when can I see video game things you've worked on? I'm like, you'll see them eventually. I'll occasionally give you updates and be like, I made this video, you can watch this one, and this one might make some sense. I'll occasionally send her AA episodes I've done where I'm like, this one isn't too, like, you don't need to know too much about video games to follow this one, here's what I'm doing. Pick and mix where the citric acids come off, kinda, a little bit. Hi, I am active. Peter V. Bacon, hello in the YouTube chat. Apologies, I'm jumping back and forth between the chats a little bit today. I'm doing my best to be active. Tomorrow when the showcase happens, I won't be talking live during the showcase, obviously, but I will try and be in all of the text chats. So the Twitch chat, the YouTube chat, and the ASL, BSL, and audio describe chats. I did it last year. I just about managed it last year. Oh, Terra. Heck, I'm glad you learned cool stuff about how to cook from Venba. Yeah, hell yeah. Yes, I do my best to keep an eye on both chats, but sometimes I'll be slightly delayed remembering to switch back and forth. Roll Spider says, this video's safe, Mum. I swear it doesn't have Mario's butt in it. My mum... Some of you will remember the article I commissioned an artist for. The article I did for Let's Play Video Games, imagining what video game character vaginas look like. My mum read that one and had commentary about it. Occasionally my mother will check out some of the things I've written and I'll be like, cool, thanks, Mum. So like, at this point, She owns a signed copy of Things I Learned from Mario's Butt. It's less I gotta shield her from I did silly, gross stuff on the internet, and more this one requires you to understand X number of video game things you don't know. I'm like, it's cool. I'll get you the ones that are like low investment required. Right, so we're about like 10 minutes, I think, from Guerrilla Collective starting. Okay, yeah, they're live here, so let me turn off the Hollow Knight soundtrack, and then we will head to here. Let me bring the chat previews back up. Anything I'm looking forward to? I have no idea what to expect out of this. As with every year, I have no idea. Like, the Guerrilla Collective is one of the showcases I genuinely look forward to because it's a very eclectic mix of indie games, usually of a reasonable budget, where because it's not a single publisher, I usually have no clue what to anticipate coming in, which is cool. This is the showcase I come to for, what's the weird indies I've not been aware of that are doing stuff? Like, you know, for the Devolver for Xbox, like Devolver and Xbox, I can sort of make some educated guesses what we might see. Even Summer Games Fest, I know the kind of stuff that's like big enough in scale that it might land there. It's hard to predict what's going to show up at this kind of indie showcase. It's not like Summer Games Fest itself tomorrow. I have more of a sense of what to guess at because there's been some stuff that like seems like its time is coming. Frisnelli says the Triple-I initiative reminded me of this feel, although those were all slightly higher profile established devs. Yeah, it's that kind of. And even that, like, in that I had more of a shot at predicting what was going to be there because you knew who had organised it, and therefore the kind of thing we were probably anticipating. Did I play the Killer Clowns game? No, because the only thing I heard about the Killer Clowns game was Steph, who is a big fan of Killer Clowns from Outer Space, playing it and thinking it was terrible, and I was like, cool. Even if someone, like, is a massive fan of the franchise and didn't get on with the game, I'm like, as someone without the investment in the property, it's probably not going to be for me. It's another one of those asymmetric horror games, isn't it? I don't enjoy, like, your Dead by Daylight style asymmetric horror things at the best of times. They're just not for me. Oh, yes, I should grab my Steam Deck, actually, so I can download demos / wishlist things mid-showcase. Because this is one of my favorite things about the Steam Deck, is it means I have a separate device that isn't my streaming machine right in front of me to start downloading demos mid-showcase, which I appreciate. Telesalankill, thank you very much for the 25 months of sub. Also, all the well wishes for the AA showcase tomorrow. Thank you! I am, much like last year, excited and terrified in equal measure. It's rare that I put together a thing where I'm like, hey, this is like 45 minutes of stuff and it involves a whole bunch of other people's work. Please pay attention to it. And I try and laser focus everyone's attention on one thing. It means it's got to be good. If I'm going to make everyone look at one thing, and it's the one thing in the year I really try and point everyone at, I got to make sure it's good. What is Guerrilla Collective? It is a collective of developers sort of banding together. I assume the illusion is meant to be like a guerrilla sort of military force, sort of bunch of people banding together. They've not got much in the way of resources, but their sheer, numbers and effort are going to overwhelm a more traditional force. But for indie game promotion. Like, that's the vibe. You want to Guerrilla? Who knows? We might see it. We'll play Spot the Gorilla. If you spot one like, the animal a gorilla during the showcase. First one to spot a gorilla. I was gonna say gets a prize. I don't know what that prize would be. Bellabean, as someone who's organized these showcases, there's no good time to do one of these showcases where it's a good time of day for everyone. You really gotta pick your battles with timings. A sense of pride and accomplishment is your prize, sure. You know what? I have a thing I could choose to give away. If you spot a gorilla in the Guerrilla showcase, first one to spot a gorilla can have a free digital audiobook copy of Uncomfortable Labels. There you go. I can. That's a thing. It's a digital gift I can just throw at someone. There you go. Okay, we've got like 3.5 minutes. Have there been any more rumors about what we might see today? This is a good countdown. I'm digging this one, honestly. It's pretty good. No, there won't be a YouTube countdown because this is a live stream as opposed to a premiere. I'm doing premieres tomorrow on YouTube for AA, so there will be a 60-second YouTube countdown. I apologize for that. But it's because I'm putting out 5 different versions of the showcase. One with the subtitles baked in for Twitch, one as a YouTube premiere with customizable subtitles, audio description, ASL, BSL. My PC and internet connection are not going to handle live streaming 5 separate versions of the showcase at once simultaneously with no hiccups, which is why the 4 on YouTube are premieres. I set the timer as low as possible. It's 60 seconds only, but yeah, I needed to minimize it so there's only one live stream happening, and that's the one to Twitch. Everything else is premiere. Can you set the premiere at like 1 minute before the hour to compensate for the YouTube timer? No. Premieres have to go live on the 15 minutes, and there's a minimum of a 1 minute countdown. So like I could, the closest I could do is, I don't know whether you could set the timer to like 15 minutes, because if you can set it as high as 15 minutes, you could do premiere starts 15 minutes early, and 15-minute timer takes up to the hour. But the other problem is, and I probably shouldn't advertise this, but it is the case. When a YouTube premiere starts, you can turn YouTube to 2x time, and my understanding is that can get you through the countdown faster. But the problem there being, if I started the showcase 15 minutes early with a 15-minute timer, that would mean people could be watching the showcase before it's meant to have started airing and spoil it for other people. I'm doing my best to line it up. Like, the fairest thing I can do is have the 60-second timer on YouTube and deliberately delay launch by 60 seconds on Twitch to keep Twitch and YouTube in line. It just gets you to the live point, doesn't get you any further ahead than that. Okay, then it doesn't. I thought I saw someone talking about that the other day as a way to skip the countdown, and I was like, if that is accurate, that's terrifying as someone trying to organize a premiere. Because my understanding was premiere works the same as a live, you can't get ahead of real time. It used to work like that in the past. Okay, fair. Yeah, at some point in the past, it was apparently different, and I was informed of this the other day, and it suddenly made me panic about premieres, but seems we're fine. Okay, here we go. 4 seconds to go. Ready to strap in for a few hours of indies. I'll try and turn this up a little. Let me know if this volume's okay. I'm gonna guess no subtitles? No. This is the other reason why I do Premiere, is so I can have... As a Premiere, I can have subtitles, which I can't really do as a live stream on YouTube.
Showcase. It is the least pretentious showcase you will be checking out this summer. They Not Like Us. I'm your host,
Justin. Are you sure it's going to be the least pretentious? I'm pretty unpretentious.
At our beautiful studio in Berkeley, California. This year, we are bringing that fire to set things ablaze for this
I'll see if I can turn it a smidge
gaming
up.
event, starting with the Guerrilla Collective 5.0.
We'll try this.
So get ready. Some history about the GC. The Guerrilla Collective was created due to the fallout of 2020 and no in-person E3 shows at all. And we decided to come together with publishers, developers, and game enthusiasts to organize and deploy a showcase guerrilla marketing style and have some flavor to the culture.
When you start saying come together with publishers to deploy a showcase guerrilla style, that already feels pretentious. It's
going by dropping some
that's not very guerrilla marketing of you.
Commentary along with having special guests.
Look, I've always thought it's an interesting name for the showcase. It's not guerrilla marketing.
50 games on
really
the
is
rooftop of the Grammy Museum in LA live. It's going to be lit. For more info and to register, visit our website at MediaIndieExchange.com. We are excited to announce that we have a featured charity for this year's GC with Experience Studios.
That is cool. That's pretty not pretentious.
That provides diverse professional entrepreneurs in the video game industry opportunities to become successful and build self-sustaining businesses achieved through accelerator programs and access to funding opportunities. For more information and to donate, check out the Tiltify with this QR code. Thank you to Twitch for working with us on this charitable cause. As a bonus, to show you some love, the developers and publishers on this stream have blessed us with Steam keys from games in their catalog. When you see the following QR code pop up, grab your phone and take a snapshot for a chance to get a free game. First come, first serve.
Oh, can we talk about the problem with first come, first serve? We're doing a giveaway in the Accessibility Summer Showcase tomorrow for some game keys, much like we did with Sniper Elite 5 last year. Explicitly, we are not doing a first come, first serve basis, because that is actively bad for disabled people, because it means that disabled people will have the least ability to get those free codes compared to anyone else, which is why we do a here's a random drawing, enter anytime within a couple of days, and you might randomly get a game key, so that it's not the person with the best hand-eye coordination reaction speeds gets the games. Anyway, let's
supporting the showcase
put that aside.
On the stream. Big ups to the developers who participate.
Exactly. I will never get a free game code if it's first come, first serve.
Possible. After this show, we will pass the mic to our friends who will make more reveals and drops at the Guerrilla Collective Publisher Spotlights show. This show will feature fantastic new game announcements from Assemble Entertainment, Top Hat Studios, and Joystick Ventures. Next Wednesday, tune in at 10 a.m. Pacific for Dames for Games, Black Voice in Gaming, and Stream for a Cause. They have a really, really ill showcase.
Oh, didn't know about this. The Stream for a Cause one. I will keep an eye open for that.
Page at
yes, lowest latency as well.
Check us out at Twitter/X at Guerrilla Collect.
Yeah, people in different time zones. There's a whole bunch of things that like first come, first served is.
Make sure to subscribe to our Twitch and YouTube channels as well.
Look, I know it's the easiest way to do it as an organizer, but it's not the fairest way to do it.
Initiative called Dope Indie Games of the Year, aka the Digis, which celebrates the talented
QR codes are an accessibility nightmare for a whole other host of reasons.
We'll have more information related to the awards festival soon, so stay locked in. But enough of all that.
But again, if you would like to maybe win a free code for Rainbow Billy, The Curse of the Leviathan tomorrow, keep an eye open. There'll be a way to do that. A game with some cool accessibility features, and some people will get a chance to win copies. Rainbow Billy, it's pretty gay. Skate together. Look, I don't want to spoil anything, but you'll see Rainbow. I can say this much: you'll see Rainbow Billy tomorrow because they're doing a key giveaway, and Rainbow Billy, a pretty gay game. It is about repainting color back into the world via rainbows. That's pretty gay. I am glad we're seeing a resurgence of skateboarding games. I'm glad we're getting, like, multiplayer, arcadey, silly little skaters. What time is the event tomorrow? The Accessibility Summer Showcase tomorrow is at 4 PM UK, 11 AM Eastern, 8 AM Pacific.
Yeah,
that's about
cool,
2 hours earlier than now, so whatever time it is in your time zone, take away 2 hours, skip to tomorrow, that's when it'll be. Ooh, Platonic? Is this gonna be Platonic or Platonic Friends? I think I know what game this is gonna be. No, not the one I was expecting to see. Which is... Oh, new ukulele stuff. Interesting. Oh, are they remastering already ukulele? Are you just fixing ukulele and selling it again? I played the original release of ukulele. I will say, we have something from Platonic at the Accessibility Summer Showcase tomorrow. I'll tell you, it's not this. We got something else from Platonic. Ukulele. Yeah, that seems like we redid the we re-upped the visuals. We polished it up a little control-wise and visual-wise, and it's more ukulele. New ukulele. Okay, this dialogue is cute. Did they ever remove JonTron? I have no idea. I genuinely don't know. I'll be honest, didn't know JonTron was in it, but... I do like this fucking trouser snake.
Welcome to Deathbound, a party-based Souls-like from Brazilian developer Trial.
I didn't know JonTron was in there in the first place, and maybe they patched him out. I don't know.
You were introduced to an innovative combat system that allows you to seamlessly switch to various characters hosted within the body of one, forming a party.
Okay, so it's changed. It's your Devil May Cry style switching, but it's a fundamentally different character as opposed to just a style switch for the same character. Okay. Okay, JonTron was removed before the game launched. Okay, well that would explain why I never knew JonTron was in it.
Skillful swordsman, and even a graceful capoeira fighter. During combat, you can switch between characters.
The melee weapon, but also like physical martial arts. As like that's some pretty. We don't see enough like actual martial arts mixed in with melee weapon builds in this kind of game.
Each character has their own beliefs and ideals, which create a complex web of conflicts. This intricacy translates into gameplay, offering bonuses or penalties based on your team's composition. After being seduced by Goddess Death, the first civilization relinquished their immortality, and their futuristic society fell. Deathbound
the narration's a little cheesy, but I like that your party can be made of such like wildly diverse characters in terms of like setting, tone, era, location.
Gratia's brutalist architecture and the game's distinct visual style maintain a dark and immersive atmosphere. Are you ready to dive into a bold new take on the Souls-like genre?
I'm intrigued. I'm curious. World premiere.
Rise, warrior.
The legend returns. Who is the legend? With even more challenges. The pixel art looks nice, but I can't place this. Volgar, apparently. Not a game I played, I don't think. It looks vaguely familiar, but... Volgar the Viking, chat seems to be saying. This might be a remake or it might be Volgar 2. It's an Adult Swim published game. Well, that bodes well for it, given that Adult Swim recently took all of their fucking game library offline. Okay, apparently it was real good. I mean, it's looking nice. It looks very video gamey in a pretty fun way. Like, it looks a little silly and exaggerated in a way I can get behind. Volgar the Viking 2, August 6th, pretty soon. Ghosts and Goblins meets Castlevania. Yeah. Seems like one I would try and then, like, probably fall off when I wasn't very good at it. Knights in Tight Spaces. I want a better look at those cards. I enjoy a good deck building, like, I'm guessing this is, like, grid-based isometric strategy game, but also deck builder. And that instantly makes me think of the gameplay in something like Marvel's Midnight Suns, and I'm like, I do like how deck builder and isometric strategy can combine. I'm liking this art style. This is a very distinctive art style. Also, nice and friendly high contrast. You could maybe, like, you know, have them a little less washed out. But I like the idea that I can tell at a glance who is friend, who is foe, based on color blocking. I'm assuming this is Knights in Tight Spaces 2. Like, that diagonal slash is meant to be a 2, I'm guessing. But yes, I like the color coding of NPC types. Oh, Fights in Tight Spaces was the first one. This is Knights in Tight Spaces. Okay. I knew the title sounded familiar. Nivalis. Some nice pixel art and 3D environments. I'll give this that. Oh, okay. So the first one was Euro Spy. This is Medieval. So it's semi-sequel. I see. Oh no, apparently this is Neon Blood.
Welcome to SteamWorld Heist 2. In this world, steam-powered robots need water to survive. And in outer space, it's in short supply. However,
oh, this is
something seems to be
SteamWorld
poisoning the
something.
sea, making clean water something worth stealing. You play as Captain Quincy Leeway. Together with your chosen crew, you sail and heist your way through the Great Oceanic Shark.
Talasalango says, could they hold on the
let's
title
join
a
your
little
submarine
longer? I could barely
preparing
take
for a
notes.
heist deep in the frozen north.
We hold the titles longer for the AA showcase. If for no other reason than it makes it much easier to do the audio narration in the audio described showcase, so that there's time for someone to read the title card while it's up there.
Poe is a boomer, able to deliver
So like
massive damage.
if you definitely want to not have to
As
pause
captain,
anything,
you can tailor your
cheat
crew
code,
and
the
choose
audio
their
described
roles to fit your
showcase for
playstyle.
AA will always have the longest hold on the title cards to make sure there is time to audio narrate them.
Like the previous game, the combat of SteamWorld Heist 2 is turn-based.
But yes, we're also going to have lower
Plan your
thirds, so you can just
attacks
read
and
in a
keep
little
mind
lower
enemy
third what the
position,
title of the game
cover,
is.
and environmental hazards.
This looks neat. This is just... The SteamWorld series is just one that I've never gotten into, and it feels a bit too late at this point. It feels like there's too much lore that I don't know. I like how they're communicating how many turns until the turret activates, how many turns until the alarm goes off. Sort of big picture strategic information. See, Killy, I've heard some people have told me that there's not a lot of, like, lore, per se, that carries between them, but then I've heard other people who've played them go, no, you have to play them in a certain order, and, like, made it seem like a much bigger deal.
Ah, great. Another successful heist. We've increased our reputation, and all characters who are part of the heist get some experience, even if they're scrapped. Now we are
So
back
blue.
aboard our ship. Let's upgrade our submarine and equip it with a torpedo. Nice. This should make life easier.
I
as
have
we
a lot of
continue
respect
adventuring
for,
on the
like,
great oceanic shark.
We've created a world and a setting, and we just want to keep making new stuff with
We
it.
hope you've enjoyed this brief
Here is a
look
bunch
into
of things
SteamWorld
loosely
Heist
tied
2.
together by
Rest assured, there's plenty more
genre
to
and
discover,
setting.
both across the sea and deep below. So grab your map, set your course, and prepare for a heck of a heist. In SteamWorld Heist 2, coming August 8th. Wishlist now.
In the faraway planet Sigma, there is only one man who can change the course of its history. And this man is you. Welcome to
I
the
am
world
not.
of keyboard.
This man is certainly
Every
not
mission
me,
keyboard starts with a
developer.
combat map.
I
This
promise
map
you,
can
the
plan
man
and
who
choose
can
the way
change
to the mission.
fate is not
Some
me.
paths are more dangerous than others, and there is only a few ways to replenish your health, such as meditation challenge, so you'll need to keep it in mind and plan your way carefully.
Right, very
Combat
very
consists
presumptuous
familiar
of gender,
components,
developer.
such as hand-to-hand combat, melee weapons, special abilities, but you can combine them.
I'm not
with
knockoff
long-range
Vin
arms.
Diesel, no. Funnily enough.
The only catch is you have a limited amount of ammo, and you need to switch back to your fists to replenish it.
That is such a generic,
Implants are one of the key features of keyboard. You are
bold
playing
muscle
as a cyborg,
protagonist
and with the
man.
right resources you can weaponize
That
your
is
body
such a
to do what you
generic
usually might choose.
protagonist,
This set of
man.
implants provides increased mobility and speed of attack. Now let's move a little bit forward and check implants in action.
The game itself, like, looks like it plays kind of fun. It looks like a decent run around smacking stuff and not think too
What
much
you can see on
low
the screen
brain
are the
game.
additional effects of the blue arm
Just the
plants.
main
Let's
character's
change the distance
bland.
of dash and also leave the fire trail behind you, while left arm adds so-called shadow attack, which is few additional strikes after successful combo. On the right arm, gunslinger is equipped. This implant provides a unique weapon, gunslinger ricochet revolver, and it also can be used in the combos. Any build can be improved, and you have a lot of choice.
Do I have the choice to make him less bland? Seemingly so. There were some cooler looking designs in there than just man. You will have a lot of... Kiborg? Just put an L in there, make it Kilborg. Kilborg would have been a cool name. You have a lot of choice just not being a woman, yeah. Well, I mean, I always have the choice of being a woman, that's... Yeah, Kiborg. Just put an L in there. I would play Kilborg. Ooh. Oh, is this a Crypto the Necrodancer? Is this a Do It on the Beat? Yeah. A Kyborg like Kybosh? Maybe? Feels like a stretch, but feels like a better pun than Kiborg being Kilborg, I guess. I'm a real sucker for attack on the beat combat. I'm not always good at it, but I love it conceptually. Yeah, like Cyborg but Kyborg. Again, feels like a stretch. I mean, for Snelly, I don't think it's trying to be a Hi-Fi Rush like. I think it's trying to be all the previous music rhythm combat games that came before Hi-Fi Rush. Okay, so this is an old game brought back into HD. Yeah, did Disco Samurai have a date? Honestly, I'm kind of digging this stupid art style. Killing Time Remastered. It's evoking something in me, and I do kind of dig it. Demo was June 10th for Disco Samurai, that's all they showed. Okay. Pig bashing is back! 2.5D something. Tomba. Choose original or remastered soundtrack. Oh, this looks more familiar. Tomba Special Edition. Tomba's not one I know. It's not one I'm super familiar with. A new game by Fabraz. Who is Fabraz? Slime San, the makers behind Slime San and Demon Turf. The first truly expressive 3D platformer. Right now, you're saying a lot of things that mean nothing to me, trailer. Like, what does it mean to be the first truly expressive 3D platformer? What does that mean? That means nothing if you don't tell me... If you don't show me what that means. Like... As someone who's given, like, consulting advice to people on trailer stuff before... stay tuned for the full game announcement. No. No, that's a bad trailer. You relied on people knowing 2 games that they may not know of, or a developer name they might not know, made a very bold claim, without backing it up, and then before giving any answers told people to tune in for a different reveal later. That is not... That's the kind of reveal you could get away with if you were, like... the developers of Hades. If you were the team behind Hades and like you weren't revealing Hades 2, you could have done a trailer like that. I don't think that dev is of the scale they can get away with a trailer like that. Incompetent Hero, you're like 20 minutes late, but I'll be honest, you've not missed that much. Oh yeah, and on top of that, it was called Project something. I was so distracted by everything else, I didn't even take in what the name was. I read Project and was like, oh, so it's not the final name of the game. You've not shown me the game, or told me what it's called, or told me what is so amazing about it. None of it stuck in my head. Project Haven. Is that correct? I genuinely could not tell you. We're sort of in a sizzle reel already. I'm gonna guess this is one of the publishers that sponsored the event. This is a sizzle reel specific to one publisher.
That last segment featured a dope block of games and exclusives and drops, all kinds of reveals. Volgar 2 looks super
Project
fun. I
Tides
love
was
the
the
first
band.
one. Hard as...
Yeah, that
Shout out to Chris.
That
and
block was
also
definitely
Digital
a
Eclipse for
sponsor
making
segment.
that possible. Also, I see you, Neon Blood. That game looks so gritty. Loved it when I first saw it. Awesome. We are rocking with Valve to support the devs through a Guerrilla Collective event page on Steam. So head on over to wishlist.
Oh, hey, you
all
know
the
who
games
else
in
is
this
going to have
event.
a Steam
Epic is
event
also
page
supporting his
tomorrow?
efforts too, and has a block of games you could find
This
on the
guy.
Epic Game Store being promoted. So check
They
them out.
mislabeled games in that
Also,
sizzle reel,
please
did
support our
they?
partner charity
Ooh.
at Experience Studios and donate through their Tiltify QR code to show the devs some love.
I'm going to be honest.
Up next on the GC 5.0,
I feel better about
we
the
are
AA
blowing up the
showcase
spot
tomorrow
with
for
some
no
high
particular
octane,
reason.
explosive action titles. Let's get it.
How easy is it to get a Steam page for an event? Not easy. I didn't manage it last year, and I managed it this year, but when I tell you, it took more wrangling and organizing and back and forth emails than maybe any other part of the AA showcase this year. Also, this looks kind of cool. Like, it was second only maybe to the BSL, organizing the BSL, in terms of, like, time sinks, was getting that Steam page approved by Valve. What's the estimated runtime of the Accessibility Summer Showcase tomorrow? 45 minutes, closer to 50 minutes if you watch the audio described showcase. It's about 5 minutes longer for audio description. Then, if you want to stick around and see gameplay of demos from stuff that was in the showcase, there'll be maybe an hour and 10, hour, 15 minutes. There'll be like a little over an hour maybe of showing demos over on Twitch afterwards. Yeah, this looks fun. This might be the first thing I go wishlist on Steam. Final Night. You know what? That's going to be the first one I get the Steam Deck out for. The demos will be on your channel. I will be streaming footage of the demos on Twitch directly after the AA showcase ends. The trailers will be up on YouTube, but like the trailers will mention where they have demos as well. So like if you want to just try the demos yourself, you can do so. You can during the showcase you'll be able to see like a lower third that says there's a demo, and you'll be like, oh cool, I'll go download that demo. What was that one called? What was that last one called? Final Night. Cool, found the Final Night demo. And you know one of the best things about there being a Steam page for the showcase tomorrow? It means if you go look up a single game in the Accessibility Summer Showcase tomorrow, there'll be a banner at the top of it that's an Accessibility Summer Showcase banner, and you can click on that, and it'll take you to a page that has all of the other Accessibility Summer Showcase games, demos. It'll have them sorted by like, hey, do you need games that are colorblind friendly, that are playable without sighted assistance, that are playable with cognitive, that have cognitive accessibility features? We'll have it all like organized and categorized. I'm excited for that. Yes, Guerrilla Collective's got one too. The little system with the banner, where you can go to the Steam page and like look at them all in one place. I think that'll be live for a week. It'll be till Friday next week. Yeah, I've done my best to collaborate with the developers to go, here are some basic categories, which of these are applicable, here is my gut instinct about which categories your game falls into, do you agree, are there any... and just talked it through with the devs. This year's Accessibility Summer Showcase seems so much more impressive than scaled than last year's. It looks like you worked really hard on it this year. I really did. The one thing I don't know right now is I don't know whether Valve has approved me for front page of Twitch tomorrow or not yet. I applied for it. They won't tell me in advance whether they're doing it, but if I can hit Twitch front page, I've hit the two of the three things I wanted to achieve this year. I wanted to get a Steam page set up, I wanted to get approved for Twitch front page, and the one thing I didn't do but I would like to do for next year is organize use of like a proper studio space rather than recording on my like office green screen. I would love to be able to record the AA showcase next year like in a proper like a fancy studio space. If I could make that happen. But Fallen Aces. This feels really familiar, and I don't know why it seems so familiar. Also, that last game looked kind of interesting. What was that last one called? Yeah, the art style here is crisp. Like the 2D hand-drawn assets look great in this. Light Odyssey, Fallen Aces. You know what? I'm gonna select a couple of other things here to look at later. Oh, color is an option. Okay. Pop Light Odyssey on the wish list to keep an eye at. Fallen Aces. Let's have a look at Fallen Aces. Looks interesting. Let's pop that on the list. Cool, there's a demo for that. I will check that out. I do enjoy a video game that will let me punch a shark in the face. I'm a fan. Such a polite game telling me I'm dead. Gumshooter. Ha. Oh, you know he's a badass because his eyes are glowing red. This futuristic, like, Doom man looks like he's wearing Dragon Age armor. Like, he looks like he's wearing the armor you could get in Mass Effect 3 that was, like, a bonus for having Mass Effect Dragon Age Inquisition save data, but you the Dragon Age space armor. That's him, John protagonist. Ooh, evil.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, magical knower of things all, tell me now, am I the reddest?
Evil.
But there is another. Great, all-powerful mirror of question-based magic. Who among the earth-walking cretins shines more crimson than I?
Well, there's a red guy.
A red guy? Who is this?
There's a red guy.
Upon looking into this further, it would seem his name is Dynamite Anton.
Aha!
I demand that you find this Antoine.
I want to see gameplay, but like the aesthetic of the cutscenes here is neat.
He will come running.
Yeah, it's the other Wario-like.
His delightfully rosy tone, leaving me the reddest being on and slash or in the planet.
There's a demo. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it's the other Pizza Tower-esque Wario-like. I feel bad for them that Pizza Tower beat them to the punch, but Wizard of
Trials are the
Legend.
single greatest test of skill and might in all the world. Mastering your arcana will be key to triumphing over the trials. The different elements of arcana each hold their own unique style. Water is balanced between offense and defense. Lightning arcana hit lightly, but quickly.
I admire any wizard that likes to play with fire.
I like that for such a small character, I like they have as detailed and like run cycle animation as they do. It's pretty satisfying.
Relics are mementos of great wizards of old.
The legacies of our ancestors. Wizard, that relic is cursed.
Continue to persevere, and your burgeoning powers will grow.
Now you're firing on all cylinders.
What a breathtaking display
Ooh,
of power.
interesting.
Guess you weren't as invincible as you thought.
The apparatus can make all
There's
kinds
people
of changes to the
suggesting that
trials.
Silk Song's finally showing up at Xbox this weekend. And honestly, it feels like if it's going to show up anywhere, that
Time
does
for the
feel
two of you
right.
to tango.
It might finally be
Yeah, okay.
time
You
this
have
weekend.
plans. You can stop showing off.
How is this allowed? This is supposed to be every wizard for themselves.
Put your capabilities to the test.
You bring the thunder, I'll bring the lightning.
This elemental looks down to earth.
Jabara, the Witch of the Sands.
Oh, is this a roguelike that's doing the Hades thing? You're getting different
Will you prove
types
yourself?
of magic from different gods.
Show me your magic.
This is your chance.
Those characters we saw were the gods that give you the powers. Killy,
legend.
look. I'm usually in the same camp as you. I'm usually in the I'll believe it when I see it for Silk Song.
Flames is the longest
I don't
title I've
know.
heard
Feels
in a
different
while,
this
long
time.
as
This might be
hell.
the one where I'm
But
like,
they
maybe
deserve
they do
every
it this
consonant,
time.
every vowel. It looks super sick and explosive. Please wishlist the games on our Steam event page to cop them when they are available, and slide by the Epic Game Store page while you're at it. Next up, we will boost your heart rate by jump scaring you with new reveals from some dope horror titles.
Oh,
Dim the
they're gonna
lights
jump scare me with
and
new
let's
reveals.
crawl
Well,
in.
not really. You told me there's new reveals coming. The fact there's a new reveal isn't gonna be a jump scare, sir.
I think it's pretty creepy. But it's still better than being in an orphanage. Right, Jennifer? Where did everyone go?
Yeah, the longer this is going on, the longer I'm like, I feel like it was very ambitious to call yourself the least pretentious showcase of Summer Games Fest. I would like to think I've been less pretentious than some of this. Clock Tower remake, it seems, yeah. Oh, there it is, the scissor wielding enemy. Ah, I've got scissors. Coming in the fall. Complete with Scissor Boy.
My name is Joe Modulewski. I'm the development director at Limited Run Games, and I'm overseeing development of Clock Tower Rewind. Clock Tower is a very unsettling game. It's a very disturbing or sinister game. Your character is extremely vulnerable, and the limits to what you can do as the player, I think, contribute to that feeling. It's a staple in the beginnings of the survival horror genre, and it's a game that was only released in one territory in the past. There are other franchises that I think get too much of the credit for where this genre came from, and I think it's really exciting to have people be able to see some more of these ideas.
Yeah, I'm guessing
in a way
Limited
that they've never
Run's
seen before,
publishing
coming
it.
from a place that they may not have thought they came from. But this game that is so integral to the creation of that genre, or at least the explosion of that genre, has been inaccessible for decades. And for a lot of people that want to go back to the roots and see where a lot of these ideas came from, or where a lot of thematic choices came from, they've had to go through a variety of hoops or less than ideal means to
Alice Elaine
experience
Kill
something
says, a
that's
monster
really
threatening a
important.
girl with scissors. There's a
All parts of the
lesbian metaphor
original
in there
experience were
somewhere.
left the
It's
way
like,
that
no,
they
I don't
were.
want
We
you
didn't
to
change any
scissor
art
me,
assets,
boy.
any
I
of the
want
audio assets,
someone
or
else
any of the
to
gameplay
scissor me.
features. We wanted to make sure that we didn't do anything that compromises the integrity of the original experience. We wanted to keep it as it was, but not to a point that it degrades the experience for people coming in that maybe didn't play games back when this came out. Maybe they expect more modern features. We've added things like saving anywhere
Oh.
and rewind that allows you to reverse.
I
small
might get
mistakes.
myself a snack
And you
at
can
some
also
point
load
during
back to a
this
previous
stream.
save if you want to go back far
I
enough
have some
to
little
address
tiny
something you
donuts
might
I
have
could
done
eat.
to mess up an ending you were trying to get.
Or
The localization, I think, is the
a
most
jumbo
important
honey
feature.
bun.
It makes the game more accessible to a variety of people who never had a chance
good
to
luck
play
with your job interview, Pat Peas.
WayForward has added a
You got
new
this.
animated intro,
You don't even need
voice
the wishes of
acted
good
manga
luck. You've got
cutscenes.
it.
So I was sent to Granite Orphanage, the place where I live now.
new vocal tracks, restored content from the PlayStation 1 version of the game, and an interview with the game's original director. Clock
what
Tower
other
Rewind will
snacks
be
have I got?
available later this year
Ooh, I've
on
got
Nintendo
sweet
Switch, PlayStation
chili
4, PlayStation
Doritos.
5, Xbox Series S and X.
I think I'm going to save the Doritos for Summer Game Fest tomorrow. The Doritos are definitely for, hey everyone, it's gamer time with Jeff Keighley, who's got your Doritos and Mountain Dew.
Roman, it's time.
Where is this? Where am I? Hello?
Okay, that's a cool spooky design.
Do what this
That looked
place
satisfyingly
demands.
tactile.
Is this hell?
Hell.
Oh no, it won't be Mountain Dew. It'll be Doritos and something about this level of neon and gamer colored.
Believe you.
You think you can escape what
I love the taste of battery acid. Post-trauma. I mean, that looked interesting. If it had a demo, I'd have downloaded it. Exclusive. Oh, I can tell you this. There's at least one exclusive tomorrow, in as much as a game that hasn't been announced doesn't currently have a Steam page. The Steam page will be going live during the AA showcase tomorrow. Oh, is this a Five Nights? Is this a game that puts money in the pocket of that homophobic anti-abortion guy? Reminder, if you're not aware, Scott Cawthorne, the guy behind Five Nights at Freddy's, is anti-abortion, anti-women's rights, homophobic, transphobic. He's just like a bit of a right-wing conservative shitbag. You know what you should check out? If you want the vibes of Five Nights at Freddy's but without supporting Scott Cawthorne, go check out, what's it called? It stars Nicolas Cage, and I don't remember the name of it. Willy's Wonderland. Willy's Wonderland is a knockoff Five Nights at Freddy's starring Nicolas Cage, in which Nicolas Cage does not say an entire word in the 90+ minutes of the film, and it might be his greatest acting performance he's ever done. Go watch Nicolas Cage be the main character in Five Nights at Freddy's while refusing to make a single sound with his face. It's fucking batshit. I love it.
Holybody. You play as Mika, a black market delivery driver who.
Honestly, Willy's Wonderland, to call it a Five Nights at Freddy's knockoff or rip-off is to do it a disservice. It is a weird art house film about a surreal man who is completely inscrutable, having a silent internal journey in a horror setting, giving the greatest non-verbal acting performance of his career. It is a masterpiece. It is a subversion of the genre in beautiful ways. Also, this is giving me real Silent Hill vibes, and I'm kind of digging it. Yes, Willy's Wonderland. Here's one thing the sense I will give you. There's a moment in that film when Nicolas Cage and some teens are being chased by the spooky animatronics. And Nicolas Cage's alarm goes off to tell him it's time for him to take his, mandated break as the cleaner of the facility. So while all the kids are still running from the animatronic, he just goes to the break room, plays some pinball, drinks his soda, and there's, people screaming and whatnot outside. And he's like, it's the end of my break. He walks out very calmly and goes and finishes off the robot. It's like, why did you not do that before? Have a break. It's beautiful. I love that film very much. Ooh, does Hollow Body have a demo? Yeah, I kind of... Look. This is one of the more interesting looking not a Silent Hills I've seen in a bit. I'm kind of into this. Also, yeah, well done, Dev, for just putting the name of the game on screen during the entire trailer. So I can just, the whole way through this, know what's going on. I'm downloading this demo. hurrah, some neat stuff to check out. Hopefully, people will feel the desire to check out just as many demos tomorrow during the AA Summer Showcase, starting at 4 PM UK, 11 AM Eastern, 8 AM Pacific. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Tee-hee.
Welcome to Demon School, a spooky tactical RPG set in a school on a mysterious island. I want to introduce you to our cast of characters, starting with Faye, the protagonist. She's the last practicing demon hunter after her grandfather died. She pulls together a crew of other students to fight the demon hordes who are breaking through to the human world, including Newt, whose family has run a shrine for 1,000 years. He heals and buffs friendly characters on the grid. He also collects anime fan subs. Then there's Namako, who debuffs and stuns enemies, and her special does a water attack across a wide area. Do not call her a goth. She hates that. Destin is our resident himbo. His short shorts give him power. Like Faye, he knocks characters back, allowing for interesting combos and strategies.
I'm so
Demon
looking
School
forward
has
to being
a
able to
deep story,
boot the Steam Deck
relationship
up tomorrow
building,
and see
minigames,
the AA
techniques to upgrade your
logo
skills,
on
and 15
Steam.
characters to use in battle. Here
I'm
are
so
a few.
excited for that to be a
Each
thing.
character
That
has
someone could
basic
just turn
attacks that
their,
complement
open their
each
Steam
other.
Deck up
Well,
and be
that's
like, oh,
outfit.
no, what's this
And unique special
thing?
attacks that do things like insta-kill
I do
enemies,
like a good
reaction
tactical RPG.
points,
I do like the art
drop
style.
items
I
from the
realize
game
I've been
world,
talking about
or
this
start
one.
triple combos.
The art style for the character models
Thanks
is
for watching.
neat.
Look forward to
I'm
more
curious
from
about
us
that.
very soon.
Portal looks pretty cool. Demon School. I'm picking this right back up. It's all one word, Demon School. Cool. Demon School. But is this gay? Demon School looks like it should be gay. Oh, they promised a demo, but I don't see a demo on the Steam page yet. If that demo's not up yet... Ooh, poorly timed. They said there was a demo. You missed your chance for me to impulse download it. Ugh, I'm too warm. Also, I'm wearing my Barbie / Vampire Survivors shirt today, my Vampy Survivey. I think it's a pretty cool design. Okay, the demo's probably going up on June 10th. Well, if you wanted me to impulse download it, you should have put it up now. The Transylvania Adventure. Please tell me the trans is emphasized in it? Probably not. Okay, we made a NES Castlevania. Oh. Honestly, I would fucking love a Barbie-themed Vampire Survivors DLC. Watch all the little whiny gamers get upset when Barbie secretly has the most powerful weapon unlock in Vampire Survivors, and it's like, it's the ballet shoes. Like, the OP strat is to use the ballet shoes. I've just decided instantly, like, there's this point on my background, like, you must inch it right now. Okay, hairbrush, save me. I'm on stream, this is not the time. A spiritual successor to NES Castlevania 2. Yeah, I'm kind of into it. He even called the character Simon, right? Ooh, the numerous urban something. Keep your text on screen longer, developers. Cursed objects? Spirited vision mystery? Dissolution? Let me read any of your words, Dev. This game looks kind of interesting. I just wish I knew what it was about. I'm not that fast of a reader. Urban Myth Dissolution Center.
It
cool,
is
cool
really
title?
refreshing to see neo-retro demakes of classics like Five Nights at Freddy's and
Neo-retro
Clock Tower. I am definitely gonna
demakes.
cop those. I've been waiting for post-trauma for
Also,
a minute. Shout out
just-
to Raw
Justin
Fury.
Woodward.
They have fantastic visuals. It looks like a AAA game with all that atmosphere.
Look, I'm just gonna say this, Justin. If you're gonna with the Mix and Guerrilla Collective have a bunch of showcases explicitly aimed at promoting games from minority communities, maybe don't invite game developer known for his public right-wing opinions and his donation of money he makes from selling his games to right-wing causes. Specifically, the Guerrilla Collective, you are supporting the women-led games showcase, yet you've put in this showcase game from man who does not think women should be allowed abortions. Maybe just say no to that man. I know it's a name people have heard of and it's a cool get, but maybe you just say no to Scott Cawthorn.
It's an adventure/interior design game. Clear the amount of enemies and renovate them for a profit. After all,
Yes, Talus Alankill says neo-retro demakes. Sir, you called yourself the least pretentious.
Tutorial dungeon, which takes place in the
Yeah,
home
Dames
of
for
a wizard
Games,
who got evicted by
Black Voices in Gaming,
Beat the dungeon, we must first
maybe don't
complete
invite
all the
Cawthorn.
renovation requirements the client
Maybe.
has, such as cleaning
Maybe you
dirt,
say no to
building
Cawthorn.
furniture,
Look,
destroying
I know that
barricades,
it's impossible to make sure
disappear
to
from the
catch
website.
every single thing that every person
Some of
involved
these
in every game has
requirements
done, but
depend on the
Cawthorn's,
client and see what they want.
it's pretty well known that Cawthorn's a bit of a right-wing shitbag. Maybe you just don't elect to give him free promotion.
Where could that be?
I say free promotion. I don't know if Guerrilla Collective charge for inclusion in their showcases. You might have taken Cawthorn's money to have him in here, so yeah.
The guys on the floor tells us where the decorations should be relative to one another. And presto, he seems to like it. We need to get to the next room, but the door is locked.
There we go. There's my little rant about Cawthorn done.
Let us face each other and figure out the path forward. Okay, and what does this lever do? Oh, I get it now.
Look, as someone who's turned away some developers from being involved in the AA showcase, if you're putting a showcase on like this, you are ultimately you are responsible for curating who you choose. Every game that's in the showcase, you made an active decision to go. I would like to offer them the platform to promote themselves using my time. That is a choice. It's an active choice you make.
We'll get a reward depending on our efforts, and we will return with our spoils to the guild. And
Also,
of the guild,
feels like this narration could be louder in the mix.
Time to renovate.
Does not seem as loud as any of the other trailers we've had.
At the start
I don't
of the
think I'm
game,
imagining
a
that.
serious accident left it in shambles, and it's up to us to rebuild it from scratch. As we progress through the game, and
Room
keep
prestige.
renovating it,
Okay, so is
we
this
will
just
be able to use our
the
gold
interior
by
design element of Animal Crossing?
upgrade our tools,
But
unlock
again,
new rooms,
as a whole game.
customize our characters, or hang out with the other members of the guild.
I don't want to change the volume
There,
because the
much
next
better.
trailer's probably going to go
This
back
marks
to
the end of our time
the regular volume.
I hope you liked this video, and if you did, be sure to wishlist Cozy Dungeons today on Steam. Thank you for watching.
Ooh. Well, this looks kind of funky. Some deliberate PS1 aesthetic 3D stuff going on. cute designs. If this has a demo, I'll probably check it out. Let me turn the lighting up a little myself. Oh. Oh no. Yeah, that's probably fine. Little monkey fella might be the closest to a gorilla. I would argue that's not a gorilla, but it's pretty. You're on the watch out for the gorilla. Double Shake. Is there a demo for Double Shake? Look, if we don't get anything closer to a gorilla, remember that you pointed out the monkey was close to a gorilla, and we'll come back to that later. Or was it Double Shake?
Play a note at the melody whereof a great sight one can cast. Other worse.
Is there a demo?
One can cast.
There is a demo for Double Shake. I'll be honest, I forgot about Gorilla Hunt as well, but at least some of you out there are still looking for gorillas. Yeah, why are all these trailers cut so that the end page cuts away so quick? Hold on that ending page long enough to take it in.
Hey, Vic, I told you not to jump in like that while I'm compiling a report. Oh, watch your back. There's something behind you. As you can see, Vic has already made some friends here.
Last year's, I believe, was like 3 hours long. We're about an hour in now.
Ava is teeming with life, which makes it that much more important to preserve. A challenging mission lies ahead of us. We must gather all the data we can to rescue the creatures of Ava. Because a mysterious infection, known as the Withering by the local inhabitants, is slowly taking over the planet.
Look, I might be wrong. I think last year was 3 years.
Speaking of Ava's inhabitants,
I might be wrong.
They're called the Nar, and so far they treat us with apprehension. This makes our mission even more difficult. Because time is of the essence, and we can only save so many creatures.
I do like this. Yeah, it seems to be this world is at risk of being destroyed. Our explicit aim is rescue as many species of animal, plant life, etc. as possible before this planet's destruction, and learn enough that we can rehome them on other worlds. That's kind of a nice idea for a game.
Again. Vic? Hello? Are you there?
Yeah, conservation as your primary aim is pretty neat.
Welcome to the egg-centric world of Egg and Gun. Egg and Gun is a challenging climbing game where you take control of a physics-based
Hey Dev, I'm pretty sure I get this one. You called it Egging On, and then I saw 4 seconds of gameplay. I'm like, cool.
Shape directly influences its jumping capabilities.
Yeah, it's an egg. It will jump. It will roll and jump a bit weird.
Rotation cycle.
Dev, you really don't need to explain that much to us for this one.
But
it's be an egg.
Doesn't always mean better.
Egg, kind of tricky to move.
Is key to success.
Oh, Creatures of Ava is co-created by Rihanna Pratchett. Oh, that instantly makes me way more interested.
Gravity is extremely ruthless. So every fan of games
I really thought that egg would crack from a much. That first fall it did, I was like, oh, it'll crack, and then it didn't. I was like, oh, maybe it just doesn't crack at all.
And you will have to control a slippery yolk while you wait for your eggshell to regenerate.
Okay. I appreciate that cracking the egg isn't an automatic
Keep in mind
loss.
that there are no checkpoints, so every time you fall down, you will have to climb up again.
Oh, I will not be playing this game. No checkpoints.
If you're looking for additional challenges, keep an eye out.
Oh, additional challenges. I really thought you were going to say if you need accessibility support. It's getting over it with Bennett Foddy, but as an egg.
And alternative skins.
No, I actively refuse to play a game like this.
Every time you fully crack, you lose all collected stamps. get your shell recovered,
Like,
and
no
climb
checkpointing
back.
means I have
Out.
to be consistent, and I am
Hands are
disabled.
not
I
your
can't
friends
fucking be
either.
consistent with this shit.
Every pointy surface in the henhouse is a danger for a fragile egg. Once you escape
Egging
the
over it.
henhouse, a whole, even deadlier environment await you. Travel through the world from the egg's perspective and feel like a real egg. This is not a yolking matter. Test yourself and ascend with Egging On.
Yeah,
Wishlist now on Steam.
Ben Egg Foddy. This is not for me. Is getting over it. Okay, that might be the winning pun. Lord Zorano, getting over it might be the most creative pun someone found for that one. Ooh. I like this. This is capturing like a very specific, like, middle tier PS2 aesthetic in some ways that I struggle to verbalize. I would need to get my hands on it to see if it plays okay, but like, there's some conceptual stuff going on here that I'm kind of into. Motor Slice. Do you have a demo? If that had a demo, I would have checked it out, but I'm guessing not. Aren't you a fancy little fox? Look at your little top hat. And your jacket, you're such a fancy sir. Oh, little blue penguin followers. At almost purple penguins. Which would have been perfect. This does have a short hike vibes. Be the little pigeon. What do you, wizard friend? One hair's in my face. Yeah, you go away. Penguin statues! Wizard Gwyn. The Secret of Crystal Mountain.
In a world filled with crime, murder, and unfathomable horrors, one girl has to wake up already because she's late for school again.
And the publisher of The Case of the Golden
Dive into
Idol.
Little Problems, a cozy detective game where the mysteries that matter aren't about grand thefts or sinister plots, but about navigating the quaint challenges of daily life.
This feels
Follow the
very.
story of Mary and her friends as
This feels very
clues and defuse
similar in like mystery scope
little
to
problem
Duck
at a
Detective, the Secret Salami that recently released, which was a delightful game. If any of you have not played Duck Detective,
problems.
The Secret Salami,
this winter.
it is like a maybe 2.5 hour long detective game,
Wow.
and it's adorable.
Creatures of Ava is turning things out, and it looks like it will be a pretty impressive, transformative tale. I get random Viva Pinata vibes from all those aesthetics. Dope games, y'all. Before we move on, I want to thank you all personally for tuning in. Stay tuned for publisher spotlights immediately after this show, which will feature our partners Assemble Entertainment, Top Hat Studios and Joystick Ventures. Make sure to check out our mixed merch
Yes,
store.
that's the stick around for the bit where the publishers
pins, and
paid
whole
us
nine to
X
get you
amount of
soaked
money
out
to show you
with
these
excellent
games,
Our next
rather
set
than
of
games we
that
wanted
slap
to
are
highlight
in the
at you.
tactics and strategy genre, with a few sim-like experiences sprinkled in for good measure. Get ready to make a well-calculated move with these up-and-coming gems.
Something that feels really inauthentic about some of the scripting, the on-camera bits here. Day of the Shell. I like that character model. Okay, so sort of roguelike, pick your builds. Roguelike, turn-based strategy, sim. Okay, neat idea. Honestly, there's been a decent amount of interesting looking stuff here. Like, I'm a big believer that the best way to do this would have been do your little on-camera intro and then just show the trailers. Like, I don't think anyone needs you to cut back to Justin or like, hey, those were those games, we've got more games in this genre. I'm like, yeah, people can work that out. Like, unless you're coming back on screen to tell us something new, like new that is information we would value learning, I'm like, I don't think you need to cut back to your host that often. I think people are here for just pour games into my face without respite.
I see a people carved from stone.
Not my genre, but this looks aesthetically neat. A lot of enemies on screen at once, which is always cool. 20 Yards says, you've said before about different showcases that you need to add little breaks so the viewers can think about what they saw. Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't think that has to be a cutaway to a person. I think that can be, even if it's just like, here is a cut to the Guerrilla Showcase logo for like 3 seconds before we cut back into a trailer. It could be something as little as hold on one of the game's like logo title cards for a little longer, or even just a little on-screen visual that's like, hey, if you needed a reminder of the games we've shown so far in the showcase, these ones have demos. Like something like that that's like, oh yeah, I wanted to know if that one had a demo. Like some factual recap information. I think you can do like those cutaways so that the person doesn't get like overwhelmed by trailer, but I don't think it has to be, here is person coming back on camera to not really give you anything useful. Like, I think you can use that to be like, here is respite that is serving a purpose, or at least like keeping you in the flow of I'm looking at games right now.
And redeploy. You can use the supplies you've earned to upgrade your mechs and promote your pilots. You can also customize your squad. Pair each pilot and their abilities with the right mech to unlock your squad's potential. When ready, you must brave the front once again and push even further into the heart of
yeah, like
enemy
the amount of time
territory.
that's used for a
At the
cutaway
end of
back
each
to the
region,
on-screen
our
personality,
detail, there is an enemy
you
boss to
could
face.
make that
Once
same
you
amount of
overcome it,
time
you must
by
march
just
on the next
extending how
region,
long
which
some of
will
the
present
title
its
cards of
own
games are on
challenges.
screen, and it
I
would
trust you are
have
up
the
to the
same
task
effect.
and will join our Discord server to hear more.
Ooh, I
about
trust
Grit
you're up to
and
the
Valor
task of
1949.
joining a Discord for a
Which will
game you haven't
spawn Steam
played.
today.
Ooh.
Good luck, Commander, and Godspeed.
Following the defeat, Yamato Empire ceded its territories in the Pacific, leaving behind a chaotic vacuum of power.
Semboyan kita tetap satu. Merdeka atau mati.
New Phoenician insurgents continue their attack of the remaining ULC soldiers stationed in the colony. Krieger mech squads have been deployed to contain the situation.
Yeah, Incompetent Hero, Nintendo does that pretty well with directs. Here is like a sizzle reel of stuff we showed you earlier in the showcase. It's there for if you need a reminder, but it's also there just so you can like have a breather for a second and not see new stuff. But it is factually going, hey, do you need a reminder of what there was? Because there was a lot. I was gonna say the same, Vash, that looking at this just made me think, oh yeah, Front Mission and Front Mission 2 are on Switch, aren't they? This really did have me thinking Front Mission.
I respect that. Got intel there's an old temple in these parts. Locals call it China. But the order was clear.
Oh, do I go get that honey bun?
To the UOC.
I might go get that honey bun.
Had to get it back. It is of utmost urgency that we move to protect the people of New Zelicia and defend what is rightfully ours.
Krieg's front tactics.
Welcome to the interstellar wilderness, where navigation is not just a skill, but the essence of survival. In a world meticulously choreographed by the law.
Oh, I did eat through a pack in the last couple of days of Hobnob creams. Just a whole pack of Hobnob creams. I do love me a good Hobnob cream.
Determines your fate. Whether weaving through asteroid fields or engaging in combat. Larger ships demand strategic design to navigate effectively, but with the aid of retro thrusters and auto-adjusted trajectory.
So a Hobnob is like an oat-based biscuit. It is a very good. It's like it is. If you were gonna do like a ranking system of like British biscuits, it would. Hobnobs would definitely be an S tier. But it's like you made a custard cream out of 2 Hobnobs. It's whoa. Honestly, any of the Hobnob clones are alright. It's hard to make a bad Hobnob clone. Hobnobs are just such a good conceptual concept. It's hard to fuck up a Hobnob. Oh, I don't blame anyone that doesn't get on with Hobnobs, but like, oh, S tier. Yeah, this is satisfactory, but for sweets. Yes. Give me a sec. Let me see what I got in the snack pile. Let's get some snacks of varying kinds. I got some salt and vinegar crisps and a honey bun. I'm guessing I've not missed anything too vitally important while I've been gone. Bam, crisps. Look, despite their, like, kind of gendered marketing over the years, McCoy's is a crisp manufacturer where, like, you can rely on the fact that there will be, like, a good amount of flavor on any given crisp. Like, salt and vinegar. You can expect a slightly eye-watering amount of salt and vinegar on each crisp, and
hello everyone. I'm Reggie Podkolab, production director at Flat Ponies.
There's few things as disappointing as having a bag of crisps and like you have like crisp after crisp where the flavors just vanished. I'm like, nah.
What kind of game Rebots is. Rebots is a first-person resource management game where you play as a new employee at the
This
Rebots
wobbly visual effect
Our story begins
feels like
in a
it would
new
be
and exciting
incredibly
frontier,
motion sickness
better known
inducing
as
in
the
VR.
Field.
Like
Our
this
goal is to
video
terraform
filter,
asteroids with
this
mostly
shaking
intelligent
video filter
robots
effect,
to fit the needs
you
of
cannot
different
put me
alien
in
species.
VR with that. I will
We
fucking
start on the
vomit.
spaceport, the player's hub. There's a wide variety of things to do here.
Oh.
Explore, get to know some aliens, and complete missions for them. Let's go to the Observatory to get a job.
Yeah, that
For
fast
this job, we are going
is
to
that
have to
is
build
that
a
just
solar plant on
a
an
post-processing
asteroid.
effect
So let's
they've
head out
added
and
to go
find
we're
ourselves
fast
an
forwarding the
uninhabited
gameplay
world.
here to like get to something more interesting to
lot of
look.
asteroids to
Because they
choose from
need
in
to
the asteroid
clarify
field,
that, because if
and
that
we
is
have
a
explored different
in-game visual
constellations already.
effect, I cannot play this game.
Let's start figuring out how we get this
Yeah, I
solar
think
plan
it's
built.
they're manually
Let's call the
shaking it back and
constructor
forth to
and
show,
configure.
okay, we're fast-forwarding through
We
gameplay
need
for a
7
second.
semiconductors, 5 steel ingots,
Yeah,
and
I
5
think
beams.
it's just... Okay,
First,
they
let's get
poorly
the
explained
constructors
that.
started
They
on the
really
solar
put me off their
plant
game for
by
a
setting
second
up the
there.
scaffolding. Our 2 combiners are already configured to create iron ingots and
It's
steel.
okay, we can
Let's
see that
automate
the
this
game's
with some
going
routing.
faster. Well, you could just cut to the
Let's
thing
spawn
you
a
want to show
dispatcher
us.
and set the connections up.
Yeah, Dev, putting that
Since
VCR
both
fast
combiners
forward
require
into your
iron ore in
VR
order to
game
make
trailer,
iron ingots and steel,
you
might as well
almost
have the
lost me.
dispatcher dispatch the iron ore in the hauler to both of these combiners. By connecting the hauler to the head of the dispatcher and the arrows
Let's
on
try
the
and have this
dispatcher to
honey
their
bun.
respective destinations, and finally the combiner back to the hauler.
Oh, that smells pretty good.
Create a production loop.
I'm gonna
Next,
tuck my hair
let's hook
behind
up
my
the second
headphones
input
just
of
so
the
that I don't get...
combiners. This we will do
I've got my
straightforward.
fan on, which is
Connect
blowing
the
my
hauler
hair
to the
around, and I
combiner
don't want to
and back
risk
again. Easy
getting
peasy.
honey bun
I'll just
on my
quickly set
hair.
up the rest of the steel production loop.
Oh yeah, I fully believe this is
There we
being
go.
played
Now
with a
all we need
mouse,
to do is to spawn
not
some workers,
in
and that's the
VR.
steel ingot automation done. Now we just wait and let the workers do their thing. From now on, this loop runs on its own, fully automated, and will keep on producing steel for as long as we provide it with the necessary resources.
It's pretty good.
Now we just
A
have
big
to let
piece
the
of just
workers do
sweet
their
bread.
job while we sit back and relax.
Oh, I'm aware of Astrological. I know of their name. Why? Who can say? Maybe Astrological are publishing more than one video game, and maybe one of them is going to be at AA tomorrow. Oh, that contextual repositioning of that light. Oh yeah, these contextual alteration options are pretty funky.
Welcome back. Day of the Shell is expressive with a slick presentation.
Day of
and
the Shell was
punchy
like 20
tactical
minutes ago,
gameplay.
sir.
Putting your brain to the test by constructing a chocolate factory would make any Oompa Loompa proud, so call me Charlie. All of those games are definitely pushing the envelope.
What
But
was that
guess
about?
what?
Something would
Key
make any
drop
Oompa
time
Loompa
again,
proud
kids.
to call
Grab
me
your phone,
Charlie?
Scan the QR codes with your camera.
What
and
did-
head
what
to the
did he
giveaway
say?
page for your chance to get a key from one of these
Would make
developers,
any Oompa Loompa
publishers,
proud
the
to call me
previous
Charlie.
titles, some new stuff. Yes, I hope you were able to grab a key. We are now moving laterally from tactics and strategy games into some exclusive action and turn-based RPGs. Let's get it.
Beloved Rapture is an upcoming retro-inspired JRPG with many modern conveniences and contemporary themes. Our public demo gives players access to the
Yeah,
prologue
that
and
cutaway
chapter
is
1,
exactly why you
establishing our
don't,
main
you shouldn't
character,
feel the need to put your
setting,
host
and
on
larger
camera
storylines.
at set
Today,
intervals.
we instead
If you
wanted to
have
show
nothing to
something
add,
deeper in
don't put
Beloved
your host back
Rapture's
on
narrative.
screen.
Midway through the game, the world opens up significantly, allowing free access to multiple cities, missions, and towns. This evolving rhythm of exploration allows for a deeper immersion into the world and greater autonomy over the story's progression. One of the major cities you'll visit is that of Alexandria, a vast setting teeming with NPCs to chat with and secrets to explore. Check the job board for optional side quests, participate in various mini-games.
I'm gonna be honest, I
gamble
don't know what
away
makes
your
this
wealth,
RPG
or take part
unique.
in the grandeur of the
It
Colosseum.
starts linear, about
Wherever
halfway
you
through it
are,
opens
keep an
up,
eye out for hidden
and there's
paths,
a
movable
big city
obstacles, and puzzles
you can
that
go
may
to.
yield great treasure to aid in your hero's growth. swim through rivers, climb cliff sides, and
Like,
open up
there's a lot of
shortcuts
devs
for smoother backtracking. Use all four.
There's a lot of game developers that need to learn a specific way of thinking about pitching a game, or really any kind of creative project, which is, if you could only describe if you were only given one sentence to describe your product, how would you describe it? What is the one sentence pitch that makes people go, oh, I understand why this is unique? It's how I encourage people to write, like, freelance pitches. It's how I've done, like, books I've pitched, is, can you explain in one sentence why I should be excited? Cool. When you do your trailer, either convey the information from that sentence, or literally say that sentence right at the start of your trailer. Like, right from the start, go, this is what makes this unique. Like, get that out as quick as possible before you get into
bosses, cutscenes,
this.
Special character interactions, optional dungeons, and much more to keep the experience fresh and memorable. We hope you are as excited as we are for the release of Beloved
Hey Echo,
Rapture,
there was some
coming
cool
later
stuff.
this
Some of the
year.
cool stuff
Thank
had
you all
demos.
for watching, and thank
Let me
you
look
to
at
the
what I
Mix and
downloaded
Guerrilla
demos for, and that
Collective
will
team
remind
for
me
providing
what to
us
point
this
you at.
opportunity to share what we are working
on. Double Shake looked pretty cool. Hollow Body, Fallen Aces, Final Night. Those are the 4 things I downloaded demos for. Maybe Google those. But don't worry, Echo. From what we can tell, there's maybe another hour and a half left of this, so who knows? Ooh, I like what this looks like. I don't understand what's happening, but it looks cool. Terra, telling you what you've missed would require me remembering the order of any of the things I've seen today, so I can't help you. I'm sorry. Yeah, a claw game, but it's also an RPG. I'm getting the Steam Deck back out. If this has a demo, this is what this is what I want to search. It looks cute, it's got an interesting central gimmick. Dungeon Crawler. Oh, okay, I like that. Dungeon Crawler. It's a mouthful, but I appreciate the slightly forced pun. And there's a demo, so hell yeah, we're downloading that demo right now. Pidge-assassin. I'm trying to guess the pun. Not a pigeon, it's like an eagle. Eagle assassin. Sniper. Incompetent Hero? That's the only reason I own a Steam Deck, is for stuff that seems like it would be ideal on, that would be perfect on Switch, but hasn't been announced for Switch. That's why I own a Steam Deck. I feel like someone must have already made the foul play pun. Like, I'm not going for it here because I feel like they have to have been beaten to the punch on it. Also, the pun's going to be, like, critter related. It's not specific to that one bird. They're all part of the squad. What will the gameplay be? I have no idea. The character designs are funky. Oh, wild tactics. Okay, chat, I want your best guesses. What does WILD stand for in that acronym for that game? What is wild? Off the top of my head, I'm gonna guess it's wilderness inclined legendary detectives. No, that's bad. Bellabean says, Laura, will you chapter demos on the AA Showcase on YouTube? So when the AA Showcase is broadcasting live on YouTube, it won't have timestamps as to not ruin the surprises. But once the showcase has ended and I finished my live stream of the show, my live stream over on Twitch, I will go back and add timestamps. So if you go a couple of hours later and watch the AA showcase on YouTube, there will be like timestamp chapters. Wrath is locally delivered. Worried Impala larceny drama.
Going to be tough.
We're in lots of danger. Okay, I like that one.
Guys.
Wolves, iguanas, lambs, donkeys. This honey bun was a good choice. Honestly, I might add the chapters and timestamps just as the showcase is going live. If someone is literally watching the showcase broadcast live and wants to go out of their way to spoil themselves by reading through the YouTube description, they can have that info at that point. Oh, they've had a few of those first come, first served QR codes already. There's been a couple of them. Just go game 1, game 2, and have a copy paste to replace them after. There's some options. I'll work it out tomorrow morning. Oh hey, it's not Paper Mario. Calisalankel, I wish I could tell you I'm really bad at remembering when things happened. There was a cool game that was an RPG, but it was also a claw game a while ago. I don't remember what that one was called. I do want to keep an eye out for this one. This one was kind of cool. Dungeon Crawler. How did I forget such a genius name? Clearly not as good as Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, though. You know, because no trans character for us to all go, oh, that's pretty cool. Ooh, is this Aether Monster, Aether Master?
Die.
How do you know they're not trans? They didn't in the trailer go, this one's got a trans character too, we're cool like Paper Mario.
That's
So,
my cat saying I
you
should
know,
explain more.
I'm not saying they won't have a trans character, but they didn't tell me they had a trans character, so right now Paper Mario's winning.
Alongside your monsters and challenging, turn-based, 3 versus 3 battles. Speaking of monsters, the stars of the show, you'll encounter more than 50 monsters from different mythologies, each playing differently.
At least they didn't
with unique
misgender the
signature
viewer,
traits.
exactly.
For example, Wolpertinger can use the enemy's attacks against them. And you will need your team of monsters, as the world you're traversing is filled with danger and hostile monsters, like those over there. So menacing. If they have not
Look,
spotted
I'm not
you,
saying they
you
should
can
have said there
ambush
was a
them,
trans
which
character.
grants you an
I'm
advantage in
making a
fight.
bit of a facetious joke because I'm
available
excited.
Aether.
I was looking
The
for an
monsters
excuse to
generate
say,
Aether
hell
every
yeah,
round,
Paper
but
Mario's
also
got
needed
trans.
to unleash powerful spells, like this one. Some monsters can even purge enemy Aether to stop dangerous actions, as the enemies conveniently let you know what they plan to do next turn. Aether management is only one key to success. You can pursue different strategies.
In the bin
Let your
there.
monsters team up with the sidekick buff, or grind your opponents down with poison. But my go-to? Defeat them before they can
Echo
do
says,
anything.
note to self, when
If you attack
viewing my
enemies
game
with
trailer,
the
have a
right
big
element,
flashing
you can
arrow that
stagger
says
them,
trans
which makes
pointing
them
at a
stick a turn
character.
and receive more damage.
Echo,
Awesome.
if you do that, I will
And hey,
personally
if you're a
buy
control freak like me, you
30
don't have to
copies
just
of your
watch your
game.
monsters fight. You can take actions alongside them, depending
If
on
you
your
make a
player
game and
class.
do that, I will buy 30 copies personally to make a
During
point.
your adventure, you will explore the different regions of the Fractured Ruins. Today you can see one of them. You will encounter cute NPCs, find secrets to help you on your journey, break boxes, well, and most importantly, raise your monsters. Watch them grow stronger as you build a unique monster from a
The
skill
pixel
pool
art
that
stuff in
reacts
this
to
is
your
gorgeous.
choices. So with time, your team grows stronger and stronger. You discover powerful combos and
Echo, here's the secret. Just make a really easy game in RPG Maker that's like 30 seconds long. Charge 150 quid for it. Oh no, I'm now obligated to buy a shit ton of coffees.
Gone for the rest of the run. So you might still fail.
You've got an infinite money glitch there, Echo. Don't abuse it.
Get up and try again. With each run, you unlock new powerful meta progression features. You rebirth your monsters and guide them as they gain worthiness and grow stronger with each life until you are able to.
Ooh, I said this earlier. I will be live streaming the Dragon Age gameplay thing happening on Tuesday because I am super intrigued to see how that game is shaping up. I keep remembering that's happening, and I'm like, I'm curious to see how accurate that very God of War looking footage that leaked was. Oh, I know this game. I've played this game. Is this a sequel or like a remaster? Oh, Echo, thank you for not infinite money glitching me. Thank you. Oh, this is a port to other things. Yeah, Echo Generation, that's the one. I should have remembered the name to this one, obviously. Yes, it's a game about generating echoes. Okay, I can let my head down a bit now. I'm not eating a giant sticky honey bread. Yeah, it's a little janky in places, but like the art style is like it's hard to beat the art direction on this one. Cool, a game I look at and can instantly tell won't be for me, and that's okay. This is not my genre. Yeah, I'm a little motion sick as well. I'm looking away from this one. Look, they're probably not making it deliberately shaky. It's this game is not well optimized and the frame rate is inconsistent and there's not much they can do about it. This is an ex-Bethesda dev, I believe. Really? Would have expected more from them. Is there a Wi-Fi? There is kind of a Wi-Fi symbol on the bow, huh? No, I don't think it's frame rate. I think it's screen tear. Like, I'm pretty sure there's screen tear happening, which should not be the case on a recorded trailer.
Nice. It is exciting to see new ideas and innovation on classic RPG themes. If you like those titles, wishlist them on our Steam event page and check out our Epic Game Store page for the games that are available there. Make sure to give love to our charity partner, Experience Studios, dedicated to giving back to the development community through its accelerator programs, funding, and mentorship. You could donate to that cause right here through the Tiltify link QR code. Up next, we are getting in our bag with exclusive updates from Mix and Guerrilla Collective alumni.
Echo, the most important thing you missed is this man opened this showcase. Opened this showcase by saying, "Welcome to the Guerrilla Collective, the least pretentious showcase you'll see this week." And we've been mocking him a little bit. He's been a little pretentious from time to time.
Collective. It seems like only yesterday we were in the very small, kind of funny office. I was above a comic book shop, a retrofitted apartment. Doesn't matter. Filming the Guerrilla Collective way back when. And so it's awesome to see that it's still going so strong, and of course still providing so many opportunities to these amazing independent video games that need more eyes, and this is one of the best ways to do it.
Hey Greg, you know what else needs eyes? Games with cool accessibility features.
Congratulations, Guerrilla Collective. Sure. Congratulations to you.
Kind of funny you wanna help out the AA showcase next year,
Thank you
Greg?
for supporting independent games.
You showed up in things I learned from Mara's butt. Do you wanna
help?
help me big up the AA showcase next time, Greg?
Big old fathead. Let's see some more games.
Is it too late to call the Accessibility Summer Showcase the most pretentious showcase? It's too late to get it in the video, but if you come to the Twitch stream, I might start the oh, Slime Heroes, I know this. Yeah, if you show up to the Twitch stream where I'm doing the demos after, maybe I will start that by going, welcome to the Accessibility Summer Showcase demo live stream, the most pretentious live stream of all of Summer Games Fest. Oh hey, if this game looks interesting to you, but you would like someone narrating it, telling you what the actual genre is, and explaining to you some of its accessibility features, maybe check out the Accessibility Summer Showcase tomorrow. And also maybe... I'll say this, I don't think there's a demo for this game on Steam right now, but if you were to check back tomorrow during the Accessibility Summer Showcase, maybe there'll be something new to see on Steam. Okay, it might be there now. But hey, before you check out that demo, maybe hang out and, like, see some stuff about it tomorrow. I think this might be the one thing that you see here before you see it tomorrow, but, like, I think we've got a way better trailer for Slime Heroes at the AA Showcase tomorrow. A way more informative trailer that actually tells you some stuff about what the game is. Dandelion says, well, I don't know if I can play it yet and need accessibility information. Well, see, that's the thing. If you want to find that out, the best way to do it is to check out the Accessibility Summer Showcase tomorrow at 4 PM UK, 11 AM Eastern, 8 AM Pacific, where you'll get a trailer for that game that explains to you what genre of game it is and what accessibility features are there to help make it more accessible.
Hey, last run wasn't too bad.
Hey, you know what they didn't tell you? That game's by Whitethorn Games. Whitethorn Games do cool accessibility stuff.
Here we go again. I'd like you to not hold
Tee hee.
It'd be good to see your work is designed for once.
It's nice, I will say, it's nice when I see a trailer for a game that's going to be in the AA Showcase and I'm like, yeah, we got a better trailer. I wrangled them into a better trailer. Oh hey, what is this? This might also be a game you could learn some more about tomorrow.
Latest invention of the famed Dr. Gray. I'm here to bring you home.
Maybe it's time I hit the planetary kill switch. How about a clapping?
You won't get rid of me that easy.
Come to me, Grim.
Elsie to Gray. I have Ash.
Elsie's a pretty cool looking game, but in a genre you would assume isn't very accessible, right? Wouldn't it be surprising if this game actually had a bunch of cool accessibility features, not particularly common for its genre, you could find out about tomorrow?
Don't test me. Check this thing out.
Oh, Incompetent Hero, there's no world in which Jeff would let me host an accessibility award at the Game Award. No world in which he will... He has his one disabled person he likes to invite to things. Hey, check out the AA Showcase tomorrow for some reason. What if I was a Muppet though? If I was a Muppet, I would have a much better chance of being in the AA Showcase at the the Game Awards. Let me grab my Steam Deck. I'm curious about this. Quick, someone make Laura a Muppet Sona. Honestly, I would kind of love to learn puppetry and just not appear on camera for anything anymore and just go the Arlo route of being a puppet that's a content creator on the internet. Isn't that what VTubing is? Yeah, but like specifically just a Muppet. And a long VTuber. I'll take a look at this. I feel like Keighley would be more likely to let me host, announce an award at the Game Awards if I did so as VTuber Rig Ditto Laura. Like, Shiny Ditto Laura, I think would have a better chance of convincing Keighley to let me on stage. Playing all games one-handed because your other hand is now a puppet. I mean, again, accessibility is important. You know, one-handed modes for games for people who only have the use of one hand, ... either because they're disabled or because they're operating a puppet. It's both accessibility. Oh, Nintendo wouldn't want Ditto to host an award, but... does Keighley care? He did put up a sign while Miyamoto was talking last year that said, please hurry it up and leave the stage. So I don't know if Nintendo and Keighley are on great terms. Oh god. Thimba says, IGN just confirmed their event is sponsored by the US Marines. Of course it fucking is. What? Who of their event, was it last year that they were sponsored by both the Marines and the Gamer credit card? Hey, take out credit with our credit card to earn, like, fucking achievement points. Yeah, that was when, I think it was Miyamoto was, paying tribute to someone who recently passed away, and the prompter said, please hurry it up. Hey, this looks pretty funky. Yeah, they're bringing it back. I feel like this has been announced before. I'm wondering if we're gonna get a date or anything. No, just a reminder it exists.
Death is only the beginning.
Have you seen the Call of Duty Bullets conspiracy theory going around? It's a nothing story. It's I'm not even gonna give it the time of day, but like the short version, no. Call of Duty's developers didn't make trans bullets to put in the game. There's one gun that whatever color skin you put on it, it also color codes the bullets. And yeah, if you were to make a custom trans skin and put it on the gun, then yes, the bullets would be trans. Call of Duty didn't make fucking trans bullets for Pride Month. It's a fucking right-wing op, and it's not worth the time of... Not worth the fucking time of day.
This is not the dating sim I signed up for.
This game looks interesting. There's no world in which I will have the coordination or response or like reaction speeds to play this. Yeah, just fucking like don't give that trans bullet stories the time of day. It's right-wing grifters looking for an excuse to say Call it to make up the narrative. Call of Duty is a terrorist simulator that is going to teach trans people to be terrorists. It's fucking trying to spread the one trans person might have done a mass shooting, therefore trans people are dangerous mass shooter risks fucking narrative, and I've already talked about it more than I should have done. That's giving it more airtime. It's giving their fucking right-wing talking points more airtime than they deserve, so I'm just not going to talk about it anymore. Iron Meat. Yeah, it seems like it's not Contra. Non-tra. I mean, it looks fun. It's not, like, hugely my genre. Yeah, a game has to be, like, a particularly good game in this genre for me to give it time, but... I'm not disinterested in it, I'll put it that way. It's not boding well for me that I'm this tired day one of Summer Games Fest stuff. Tomorrow is a considerably longer day.
Thanks, Greg, for showing us some love, and Kinda Funny for being the homies. You guys are so cool. Devilated looks grimy and slick. It was made by a one-man army out of Vietnam, which is really impressive. Slime Heroes debuted in the Guerrilla Collective back in the days, looking better than ever, and shows that Pancake Games are making some flapjack moves.
I'm gonna try and get some sleep tonight.
Making games is challenging, and these guys are killing it. So salute to all the developers.
I'm gonna try my best to sleep tonight. The problem is, in theory, the BSL version of the AA Showcase arrives at 11 AM tomorrow. But until I have that BSL version, like, in my hands, I'm gonna be anxious.
Phones, snap a picture of the QR code on the screen for an opportunity to grab some
I'm literally
keys.
still waiting
Our
for the final version of the Showcase to
game
arrive so I can
drop.
very
Check it,
quickly turn it
check
around and get it uploaded.
Gone. For our final segment, we want to introduce you to the world of Metroidvania.
Final segment. Okay, so I'm guessing 2 hours, not 3.
Fantastic
The third hour might be here's the stuff from our sponsors. Yes, I did get a BSL person. ... And they promised me they'll get it to me by 11 AM tomorrow, which is 5 hours before the showcase airs. I'm crossing my fingers that nothing goes wrong. Yeah, Naughty 3 begins today. Yeah, if it's anything like last time, the last hour will be like, here is a bunch of games that, like, these sponsors paid for us to show you these ones. We'll see. I'll stick around a little bit into the publisher bit, see how long my interest survives. That being said, if my lovely wife Jane is streaming tonight, I might go do a raid over to Jane. I don't know if Jane's planning to stream, but if Jane's planning to stream at like 8ish, I might go raid over to her. And allow myself an early-ish finish today, just so I can rest before the chaos begins tomorrow. The Angsty Music Kids game, I can tell you, Echo, because I downloaded a demo for it. Let's find out. Steam Deck. Inform me. I think it was Grifford Academy. Grifford. Grifford Academy. I might even go see if there's something on at the cinema tonight and go see a film. I might go do something that isn't video game showcase related if this finishes at a reasonable time, before the next several days of my life get consumed by video game showcases. Alright. It's a time of day where I might actually be able to enjoy my evening still. Oh, I could go see something in the cinema tonight. I might go out and see a film. That Garfield movie does have Chris Pratt in it. Look, I might have seen that Garfield film. I'm not saying I paid to see it, but I might have seen that Garfield film, and it's like 60% exactly the kind of humor you would expect out of a Chris Pratt Garfield movie in 2024, and like 40% genuinely fucking emotionally devastating story that reminded me of playing Frank Westerly in Dice Funk. And it's a fucking baffling film. Furiosa is out, and I saw it, and it was fucking great. I could go re-see Furiosa. I would watch Furiosa a second time. Yeah, no, honestly, that Garfield film is like... Again, not saying I paid any money to see it, with Chris Pratt in it, but it's like 40% goofy little fourth wall breaking Gen Z humor Garfield, and like 40% genuinely kind of devastating tale about parenthood that like hit me on an emotionally raw level and captured something that I've tried to capture in a Dice Funk character, but like made it into a mass market consumable film, and I'm like, oh, did not expect to fucking cry watching Garfield, but here we are. Genuinely that Chris Pratt Garfield made me cry at one point, and I was not ready for that to be reality. Oh, you know, Chris Pratt's terrible. I'm not advocating you spend any money on a Chris Pratt production. I'm just informing you that can simultaneously be true, that I wouldn't tell you to pay money to see it, but also that I'm genuinely baffled that someone allowed it to be created and to be what it was. Yeah, about 2 hours in, I am starting to get to the burnout point with this showcase. Like, honestly, 2 hours is about my limit for one of these showcases. Like, 2 hours in, I'm like, cool, you need to end the showcase so that I can have 5 minutes of not seeing games before anything else gets shown. My ADHD has a limit on how many games I can focus on, and it's about 2 hours. Yeah, these last ones are like, they've not spread, how do I put this? Because of their insistence that they do this in genre blocks, they've not done a good job of pacing the quality of their reveals. I say, now looking at this looks cute as hell. The main character here is reminding me of one of the teenage witches from Summer Camp Island, which is an adorable, very sweet cartoon, if any of you haven't seen it. Summer Camp Island is wholesome, very, very good if you're in the mood for like a Gravity Falls, Adventure Time, Steven Universe, Infinity Train-esque animated series. Hollow Wife. Gorgeous fucking animation. I love the transforming into paint effect that's happening. I'm getting the Steam Deck out for this. Constance. There you go. You re-caught my attention for a second. Late 2025. Probably no demo then. Oh, what was it called? I've already forgotten. Damn you, ADHD. Constance? Constance, yeah. Thank you, chat. There is a demo. Okay, I'm downloading that. I will probably next week, once the showcases are out of the way. My regular evening streams next week will probably be me playing a bunch, or at least one of them will be me playing a bunch of the demos from Summer Games Fest week.
Yes, that is our show, everyone. There's so many great games and creative
Hell yeah,
visions.
you've freed
Thanks
me
for watching
already
and
from
supporting the
video games as a prison.
developers, and
Okay, so I
the culture
downloaded
of game
demos for
development and gaming.
Final
We want to
Night,
give a big shout out to
All
our
in
sponsors
Aces,
for helping
Hollow
to make this
Body,
thing happen.
Hollow
Zai
Body,
Foundation,
Double
Draw Fury,
Shake,
Fully Illustrated,
Dungeon
New Blood,
Clawler,
Indie.io,
Griffin
Goblins,
Academy, and
Stray
Constance.
Fawn.
That's a pretty
Shout out
good
to our
run of
broadcasting partners,
demos.
Twitch, IGN, GameSpot, and Steam for supporting the showcase and the developers on the stream itself. Big ups to the developers who participated
We'll stick around
and contributed their
for a
games
minute
and
to see what
resources
the
to make
partner
this thing happen.
thing is,
Wish
but
list their games everywhere.
I'm really
Steam,
tempted to
Epic,
just
Game
completely
Store,
skip the
Nintendo,
partner
PlayStation, Xbox,
showcase
and anywhere
thing
else you can
and go
grab
see
them.
a film at the cinema, have an early
It means a
night,
lot.
have a chill.
After this show, we will pass the mic to our friends who will reveal more secrets at the Guerrilla Collective Publisher Spotlights show. This show will feature fantastic new game announcements from Assemble Entertainment, Top Hat Studios, and Joystick Ventures. If you're near LA tomorrow, we will be draped up and dripped out with over 50 games on the rooftop
Yes,
of the
because
Guerrilla
as I say,
Museum
tomorrow
in
is the day that
LA
everything
Live.
gets like
For
fucking
more
chaos.
info, visit our website at MediaIndieExchange.com.
So as a reminder, tomorrow there
Next
is
Wednesday, tune in starting
the
at 10
Accessibility
a.m.
Summer
Pacific
Showcase,
for the
IGN
Games for
Live,
Games,
Summer
Black
Games
Voices in
Fest,
Gaming,
Day of
and
the
Stream for a
Devs,
Cause showcases.
Devolver, and
We have more
Atlas.
info
All
about
of them
the
are
Dope
tomorrow.
Indie Game Awards, the Digis, super soon, so keep a lookout for that.
Tomorrow
Our
is
official
the one
charity
that's
partner
gonna
for this stream is
defeat me.
Experience Studios. You can help professional game developers make
But we
games
just
and
skipped
network
Summer
through
Games
the
Fest.
industry by
Yeah,
donating
but
through the XP Tiltify
look,
page
this is the
using
time of
QR
year where
code.
most people watch me
For
on
more
Twitch. I've
information
got an
about
obligation
us
to make
and the
these
games
things
showcased here, check out the
manageable
event
for
page
you
at
all.
MediaIndieExchange.com and check us out at Twitter or X at Guerrilla Collect and at Indie Exchange, and everywhere else at Guerrilla Collective and Media Indie Exchange. Make sure to subscribe to our Twitch and YouTube channels and grab some merch from our website at MediaIndieExchange.com. Thank you to our team for making this whole thing possible. Abe, Travis, Joel, Mike, Fully Illustrated, Code 32, Nat, Matt, Timmy, Joel, Big Bite, Mary Kish, and you guys and girls.
That's 14
for tuning
people.
in. You all are awesome.
It's
Again,
when
my
I
name
hear
is
that
Justin
I go,
Woodward, co-founder
cool,
of The
AA
Mix,
is me,
Media Indie Exchange,
Jane,
and I will
a
see
BSL
you
person, an ASL
really, really
person,
soon.
and this year's Sightless Combat recorded audio description. It's largely just me and Jane. I'm like, we do alright for a two-person thing. Cool, you know what, screw it, I'm bailing. This is me done. I'll be back tomorrow, 4 PM UK, 11 AM Eastern, 8 AM Pacific for the Accessibility Summer Showcase, followed by a little over an hour of me streaming demos of games from the AA Showcase, and then we'll just be running through, like, most of the afternoon and evening and night into the early morning, of all of the showcases that are happening tomorrow. Is Jane streaming tonight? I have no idea. I can message and find out if she's streaming. We'll hang out here for a bit for the showcase, mainly just to see if Jane's streaming, because then I can pass you over to my lovely wife Jane, who does wonderful streams. Oh, I've got so many snacks. Yeah, my wife does stream. If any of you don't follow my wife on Twitch, she's at Janiac, Janeiac. She streams on Thursday nights, which is a night that I don't stream, at about this time, at about 8 PM UK, 3 PM Eastern, noon Pacific. She tends to stream. If you enjoy the vibe here on my streams, you would probably enjoy my wife's streams as well. Thimba, you do appear to still be live. You appear to still be live. I'm gonna hang out for a couple of minutes and see whether my wife is streaming tonight, but if not, we'll end there. We'll see what this publisher spotlight is like while I get an idea of what we're up to. Oh yeah, Jane does very cozy streams. If you want cozy streams with maybe getting dommed by the stream host just like a tiny little bit, just like a tiny little bit of dom energy, Jane's at the streams for you. There's all the emails coming through of people being like, our games were just in the Guerrilla Collective. I'm like, hell yeah, they were.
Welcome to the Guerrilla Collective Publisher Spotlights. I'm your host, Justin Woodward, founder of the Mix, the Media Indie Exchange, and we have partnered with some sweet indie publishers to release trailers and sneak peeks of their upcoming games. In this Spotlight special, we are showcasing the talent and art from creators that Joystick Ventures, Assemble Entertainment, and Top Hat Studios are supporting. You know, sometimes folks get it twisted when it comes to game publishing, especially for independent games. Creative developers who are focused on the artistry and craftsmanship of making games sometimes need assistance to help get their art to the world so they don't have to deal with the day-to-day operations.
Justin, are you explaining the concept of a publisher?
Great publishers like the ones we have today have a knack.
Sometimes an indie developer might require a company that can help with marketing and financial support and
prolonged sustainability.
Yeah, you're explaining the concept of a publisher.
Guerrilla Collective Showcase, so make sure to check out our Steam event page to wishlist the games in this show. We also want to thank our partners Steam, IGN, Twitch, and GameSpot for hosting us. Let's start the spotlights with a group of indie team evangelists and curators of visionary games. Joystick Ventures identifies developers who can demonstrate standout IP, team leadership, and collaboration skills to provide the financial investments,
you did not write this, Justin,
and marketing guidance they need
this
to
is
realize
publisher
their vision
approved
successfully.
wording.
So let's grab a joystick and get some things moving.
Yeah, my big question is, are any of these games going to be things we didn't see in the Guerrilla Collective? Like, is it new trailers, or is this, more in-depth looks at stuff we saw earlier?
You will find your next favorite game.
Okay, it seems like some of this is stuff we already saw. Some of it's new.
And that somebody is Sunny.
Oh no, there's a crime, and somebody's got to stop it.
To uncover the mysteries lurking in the den of danger.
Oh, this is so.
Let's take a
this
look.
is so painfully publisher voiced.
So, are you ready?
Well. If it isn't the chicken police.
Sophie the Bookworm says, hello, I'm the least pretentious commenter in this Twitch chat.
What exactly are we talking about?
Right now, we need paperwork to enter the hive.
Yeah, sure. Wait, what? I'm good at this. I like guessing games.
Let's see,
This does look interesting.
So soon?
But honestly, I think I'm bailing. I think I'm bailing for the day.
What?
Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this stream. I will be back tomorrow for the big day of game streams. Have a good day, everyone. I'm gonna go rest. Goodbye.